Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm writing to What is Sadhana? Sadhana with Tsem. So I'm kind of curious as to what is sadhana? Sadhana. I keep saying sadhana. Like there's another D there. Curious as to what is sadhana in, I'm guessing Tibetan Buddhism. So let's go ahead and give this video a shot.
This set of meditations that you do from beginning to end helps you from taking refuge, developing the altruistic mind, the four immeasurables, the altruistic mind and the four immeasurable types of thought, combined with dissolution of the world as you know it and its projections, and the reappearance of that world into a Buddha field surrounded by mandalas, all beings surrounding it to be dakas and dakinis and embodiments of enlightenment. And the meditation stages of dissolving the universe, dissolving samsara into emptiness and arising from emptiness. And then combining that with dissolving the winds, the channels, and drops of your body to purify your delusions and illusions. And then transform your body like that of your meditational deity into that of a vehicle to benefit others. Up to the point of reciting mantras of felicitation, reciting prayers of benediction and felicitation, and reciting aspirational prayers to benefit others, up to dedication. That refuge to that dedication is what we call a sadhana. So a sadhana is literally translated as this: self-growth. Why sadhana in Tibetan? Sadhana is Sanskrit. In Tibetan, it's called dake. Da means self. Ke means to grow, or develop, or to transform. So the word can be grow, develop, transform, transmute. Transform, transmute, grow from what? From a delusional state of self-centered mind to a altruistic mind that thinks of others. So the purpose of doing a sadhana is to transmute or transform like elixir from mercury to gold, from that of a delusional mind to that of a wisdom mind. That's the purpose of a sadhana. Each deity has a sadhana. Each deity has a mantra. Each deity has a special meditation, and each deity has a special path. Each deity and each mantra and each path is perfect for becoming enlightened, but their approach is different. Each deity's sadhana is appropriate for enlightenment and will bring you to enlightenment. But the difference is that the approach is different, and that approach depends on one's own individualistic inclinations. Meaning, if one is more lust-based, desire-based, hatred-based, ignorant-based, anger-based, then according to one's basis and one's immediate heaviest delusion, then one's yidam will be the one that counters the heaviest delusion, simultaneously purifying the other delusions in one go.
Real quick, excuse me. I'm trying to think. I can't remember where I heard this, but I remember someone saying that Buddhism split up some time ago. One that believed that Buddha was a deity, and another that believed that Buddha was not a deity, but Buddha was just like a prophet or like a guru, I guess, or just I guess a very knowledgeable person. I'm not exactly sure what they see Buddha as. But again, one group sees it as a deity, like he's literally God, I think, and the other one doesn't see it that way. So I'm guessing maybe his particular version of Buddhism, the Tibetan Buddhism, does believe in deities because he just speaks here about many different deities. So is this true in terms of at least his Buddhism that they believe in deities, gods, and such? Let me know.
Example, Lord Yamataka. would be anger and deep ignorance, and use that method. Lord Hiruka will be lust and attachment. Guhya Samaja will be a combination of all three. So Vajrayogini being the synthesis of Hiruka's practice, a shorter version will be a counter to desire, lust, attachment, and using that method to become enlightened. And hence her body red and her visage fierce, and trampling on demons of selfishness and ignorance and hatred. The black figure under Vajrayogini represents hatred and ignorance. The red figure under her represents desire. So when she tramples on those three, she tramples on the very causes of samsara, which is the three animals in the center of samsara's wheel: the pig, the rooster, and the snake. So Vajrayogini is stepping on those three, which is the center of samsara, representing that's the cause of samsara: ignorance, hatred, and desire. So she tramples on those three. When you practice Vajrayogini together with mantra, with meditation, and holding your vows, it propels you to her state. What's that state? The state free of those three delusions. So a sadhana is something that we do every single day. It's a practice manual from A to Z to becoming enlightened. It's a set form of prayers, which starts with refuge, which starts with next is aspirational prayers, the four immeasurables, thoughts, and then dissolution of the environment as we know, and development or the projection of the environment as it should be. Dissolution of the environment as it is, projection or creation of a Buddha environment, a Buddha being, and Buddha sound. Everything Buddha. And then using that combined with making offerings, supreme and mundane, to the deity, such as the offerings we place in front of the yidam, as a method to collect merit, conjoined with meditations within our mind to control the winds, the drops, and the channels. The winds is the wind that passes through. It's chi. The drops is the bindu, or is the fundamental drop that started us. The single drop from our mother, red, the single drop from our father, to control that which remains in our body. And the channels, 1, 2, 5, 5 chakras, which are joint energy points for our winds to travel. So doing this sadhana, you are holding your vows that you get through initiation to stop doing further negative things. It's like someone who smokes, no more ciggy butts. You cut it off. That's what the vows do. Cold turkey. So a lot of people can't do cold turkey. So before you take tantric vows, that's why your guru doesn't let you go do it. He trains you up. So people who are fierce, the guru is fierce. The people who are gentle, gentle. Whatever the guru needs to train you up, this way or this way, the guru will train you up so you can take the vows. Because you can't give the vows cold turkey to people. They'll break it. Defeats the purpose. It's like giving a little baby a crystal glass. When the baby grows up, give it can, no problem. When the baby is small, you give a crystal glass, break what? Drop. So similarly, the guru trains you up. If you submit yourself to the training, you will come out excellent. If you fight it, then maybe you have a better method. If you fight it, you don't have a better method, you look at yourself. Are you happy? Are you depressed? How's your body? How's your life? Your friends? Your attitude? Your mind? How are you? You have to look at yourself. Okay, then by this meditation, combined with making offerings, holding your vows, and a secret power of mantra, when you combine it, such in Vajrayogini's case, your attainments will be very fast, very efficacious. So a sadhana is a self-transformation text. Self-transformation manual and guide to enlightenment. And each deity has their specific sadhana to do. It can be short or it can be long. The prayers that I have composed that are in DMT, those are not sadhanas, those are prayers. Prayers are aspirations in words that we offer to the deities hoping that what we prayed for will manifest. So aspirational prayers are something we aspire to. So for new people who go into DMT, KMT, they just buy a Zambala and they don't know what to do, I give them aspirational prayers with the mantra so that they can make prayers of Zambala to have that actualized. And by reciting the mantra, purify their negative karma so that they can achieve something small from it.
Okay. So, I had a slight understanding. He did go over at least sadhana in quite in the beginning portion, but then he started talking about the many deities, which kind of stuck out to me. I guess I did kind of see that in other videos of his, but I didn't know if those were just a way to represent certain things, like order or methods or ideas. I wasn't too sure. I guess in one of the videos he did talk about one of the deities, which they actually um, they put like silver around it. Again, I didn't know if that was whether they did believe in it or whether that's kind of like a representation of giving up something. You don't actually believe in a god, but you have this idea of giving up, and you represent it in physical form. So, like, I'm trying to think. I'm coming up with a little bit of Advaita Vedanta, a little bit in terms of Bhakti Yoga, where there are many different deities you can worship, at least what they say, and each one has like a specific characteristic which are people drawn to. To be a better father, to be a better banker, to be a better, whatever it may be. But I do understand those. I believe they do believe in those. But again, the idea of Advaita Vedanta is to get away from that, or to, well, not necessarily get away from it, but to see that you are that, or I guess to go full in Bhakti Yoga, where you do just you give up. No, I don't want to say give up. It's you kind of give up everything to the deity, meaning that you let the deity handle all your problems. You just live your life the best you can, being honest, being as honest as possible without any kind of hatred, and let the deity that you worship handle all the negative stuff. That way, you have no negativity in you, and the deity will handle it all. Handle it all. If I remember correctly, again, a bad memory. But yeah, let me know. I had a little bit of understanding of sadhana. It's a little bit of a middle portion between, how do I say that? Somewhere around here. From dissolution to right before or here it is. A refuge to the dedication, basically, essentially, just right before that, up to dedication. Yeah.
Benediction and felicitation, and reciting aspirational prayers to benefit others, up to dedication. That refuge to that dedication.
Right, the refuge to dedication. This is sadhana. I still not quite understanding the quite definition of that. So, what is refuge and what is and I guess dedication obviously is when you're full in on it and you are how do I say, you're no longer in doubt of anything, and I don't know what the right word is. Full throttle into it. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's like you are a devotee. I think that's the more appropriate word. A devotee to it, where there's no question anymore. Um, where was I getting at? But yeah, outside of that, I still perhaps need a little bit more explanation on sadhana. I know it's talked about in Advaita Vedanta, but not so much. Again, there's a lot of things I react to in Advaita Vedanta, and if I don't see enough of it, I tend to forget, but I get somewhat of the idea. But I guess the biggest question for me really is after this one was, is there, I guess, in terms of his particular Buddhism, is there many, many gods? Like, how many gods? Is there an infinite number? Can you create your own, kind of like in terms of Hinduism, where you can, you have a God that you see as the perfect God, that which you wish to be, or you can worship a pre-existing God, or is there a certain limit of gods, or is there one ultimate God and many deities below the God? And then is it true that I heard that there's a split in Buddhism where one believe Buddha was a god and the other believe that he wasn't a god? Let me know if you happen to know. Alright, anyways, my reaction to what is sadhana. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, the sound, down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.